"15 years ago, I learned about a mysterious Pokémon that existed deep within the code of Diamond and Pearl. A Pokémon that would not be officially revealed for another 2 years. Arceus. But as time marched on, the event to capture Arceus would remain hidden in the code. We would eventually get an event involving Arceus in Heart Gold Soul Silver in 2010, but the event item used to unlock Arceus in the Sinnoh games remained completely unused. And it was revealed in a 2013 interview that it was never distributed because it might confuse players. But what I find more confusing is that during the 20th anniversary of Pokémon distribution for Arceus back in 2016, the flute was acknowledged on the Wonder Card for the event, despite never being made officially available. Why would they address an event that they tried to sweep under the rug? Something that players can only get through cheating, glitching, or using the DNS exploit? Was the Azure Flute but a myth? Or was it the single most important key item that tied all the lore of Sinnoh together? I wrote this off as a story that would forever remain in a gray area, never to be resolved, until a certain game was announced on the morning of February 26, 2021. Another story awaits? Is it platinum? Or what? Yo, what the heck, dude? Arceus! Arceus! Whoa, dude. After waiting 14 years for answers about Arceus, the next 11 months felt like nothing. That is, up until the final week, when I decided to take more precautions than I ever had before to avoid story spoilers for the new game, even going as far as logging out of my YouTube account. Right now it's January 26th, and I'm just waiting for Arceus at this point. Free him. It feels like the passage of time is so much slower than it should be right now. Thanks a lot, dude. I decided to pass the time by immersing myself in Arceus events to try and get an idea of what I might be experiencing in the game the next day. I played through the unused Hall of Origin event on Diamond and the Sinjoh Ruins event in Heart Gold Soul Silver, which notably never brings up the Azure Flute or Hall of Origin at all. But it does have the sickest DS slideshow of all time. I would love to shiny hunt for one of the legendaries from the Sinjoh Ruins someday, just so I can watch this slideshow every time. And to top off the night, I watched the Arceus and the Jewel of Life anime movie, which I already knew was probably going to be irrelevant to the plot of Legends Arceus. But I had a lot of fun watching it anyway, and this happened during it. Shiny Mudkip! Oh! Ho ho! 1500 resets! I'll make a full video about that Mudkip later. Also, one thing Ash said was surprisingly relevant.
We came here from the future, you see? In the future, this is called a Pokeball. Of course, you don't have these yet.
And then the final thing that I did to prepare for this game's release was go to Japan. Or set my Nintendo Switch account's country to Japan. Because by purchasing the game off the Japanese eShop, I'd be able to experience the game 14 hours earlier than I would have on the American eShop. Today is January 27th, and over here in Japan, it is a beautiful, lovely evening right now. As you can see, the moon is shining beautifully outside on this nice and dark night, and my Hisuian adventure is about to begin. Alright, it is midnight in Japan. Wow, it's a full moon tonight. This is some riveting gameplay right now. There we go, we're in! We're in! Legends Arceus, dude! First time seeing the intro. Oh wow, this intro cutscene's crazy. I should have expected it would just be a language selection screen. And then, with a shining light and a very familiar pattern. Wait, hold on, that triangle pattern is the same one that was in the Heart Gold Soul Silver Arceus event. A grand journey began. My name is Matt, but you can call me Absol. And since I haven't taken this opportunity yet, it's time for me to formally introduce this movie. Pokémon Legends Arceus is the worst Pokémon game I've ever played. It's something that I could only say if it was also the only Pokémon game I had ever played, because it would simultaneously be both the best and worst. Because in reality, Pokémon Legends Arceus is not only one of the best Pokémon games I've ever played, but one of the best games I've ever played. And in this movie, I'll do my best to document my whole experience in my first playthrough. I don't even know how long this video is going to be yet. It'll be as long as it needs to be. And I just hope you sit back, relax, and enjoy. Oh, we're chatting with Arceus. Professor Arceus asking us what we look like. All is correct and as it should be. Somehow I managed to remain completely unspoiled of the very first major plot point, how your character ends up here and where they came from in the first place. Which seems to be a little bit ambiguous, since Arceus mentions that you're about to be in a wondrous world of Pokémon, meaning your character could originally be from a different world, like the real world, where Pokémon is but fictional. Alright, we got our mission, seek out all Pokémon. I went into this game expecting that you would be an ancestor of Lucas or Dawn, and those expectations were immediately challenged. Whoa, okay. We look pretty modern here. So are we a time traveler? Because that was definitely a smartphone. Ever since they mentioned that your character would have a phone, I was really confused how they would make that work, so I'm glad we got clarification within the first minute of the game. Alright, there's a plot point already from the get-go. This could very well be like a Diamond and Pearl sequel at this point now. Now that we know that our character's like a time leaper. Could also be a space leaper. You know, Dialga and Palkia.
Wake up, Link.
You fall from the sky and wake up. We don't even wake up in a house. I don't even know if we have a house in this game. You start out talking to the professor, who has no idea who you are. And honestly, who you are might really be up to you. And I chose to be epic. Look at this movement. Me sneak into the refrigerator at 3 a.m. for some snacks. And there's an Arceus symbol right there. That's probably the phone, right? It had a pretty familiar ringtone. So we got our Arc phone, which is just a smartphone that was bedazzled by Arceus, and are once again told, seek out all Pokemon. Then, before even our first battle, we receive 50 Pokeballs, and get a nice detail about how Pokeballs work. So we have confirmation that the Pokemon themselves shrink when going into a Pokeball. That's fascinating. I don't know if we've ever gotten that bit of info before. And then, we get tasked with catching the 3 starter Pokemon that ran away from the professor. I thought this was the point where I would make the important decision to get my starter, and I was already set on picking the water-type Oshawott. So I went to capture that one first. Alright, we're gonna catch our buddy here. Headshot. Our first capture. But it turns out you didn't need to decide yet, and you had to capture all 3. Alright, we're gonna get a running throw. Woo! Alright, this is gonna be a hard capture. I hope I hit it. Oh, the Rowlet actually moved for a second there. It was like, don't underestimate me. And at this point, since Pokeballs are such a new invention, we're regarded as some ultra-talented genius. Perhaps the best thing since sliced bread in terms of Pokemon trainers. Though I don't know if sliced bread even exists yet. Jubilife Village, let's go. The first tour of the village is pretty cool because it's a walking cutscene, and I liked trying to break away from it. Okay, we do have to still follow him. But overall, Jubilife Village, which would later of course become Jubilife City in the future Sinnoh, has lots of really cool details, including details that I didn't even notice until I beat the game, like Sevi Kitchen. There's so many random nods to other Pokemon regions and games that I had to talk to everyone to see what I could find. Hoenn! Oh, hold on, that's freaking Gardenia's relative right there. Look at that hair. Hashtag Murkrow. The freaking butler. Darok, maybe? Oh, and that's Charon! Thought they were trying to erase him from history for a second with that PC box background. This guy's got like a Torterra-looking beard. Wait, what? Dawn also makes an appearance in this? Silene. It's kind of crazy how every NPC has a name in this game. That's not something that I've seen from like a Pokemon game before. It makes it so much harder to tell who's going to be important in the story and who's not. After watching a cutscene of lightning hitting a tree, I then got to formally pick Oshawott as my starter, and joined the Galaxy Expedition team. I then had my first trainer battle versus a mysterious merchant, who I'll talk about later. I loved not only being able to walk around during battle, but also being able to change the camera angle at will, after years of random uncontrollable camera angles. Then I did some tutorial stuff in the Obsidian Fieldlands, which appears to be the Hisuian equivalent of the area around Twin Leaf, Sand Gem, and Orberg City. It would be a while before the game would let me fully explore here, but there were still a lot of observations to be made. Change moves. Interesting, so we have like the move relearner with us right here. Little doof. I almost gotta wonder if some of the mechanics we saw in Sword and Shield, like the crouching in the grass, were sort of just prototypes for this game. I kind of wonder how long this has been in development. Oh, that's nice. We have a nice first-person view, too, just to look at the world. And within the first 5 minutes of being out in the field, I already had a level 100 gauntlet idea. You get experience for hitting trees. Level 100 gauntlet? Look forward to this gauntlet, where I'll be taking revenge on the trees from discouraging so many people from playing Sword and Shield. After completing the tutorial, I got a uniform, which unfortunately doesn't have shorts as a part of it. This message was brought to you by the Comfy and Easy to Wear gang. And noticed a couple more things in the village. Oh, she got a Pikachu. Pika! Wait, that Pikachu just used the old cry. For a little bit of perspective, this is the first time we've heard this Pikachu cry since before X and Y, where they changed it to the anime voice. That's Karen from the Johto Elite Four. Johto remakes confirmed. But maybe I was actually onto something when I said that. Skipping ahead a little bit, out of all the characters that seem to be ancestors of others, Sanqua's role seems to be one of the least significant, only having one small side quest and a little piece of dialogue about the possible origin of the painting in the foreign building in Hearthome City. I just think she was meant to have a bigger role, and perhaps that will be explored in some future DLC, maybe involving Johto or Sinjo. But anyway, let's get back to me pointing at characters and saying who they look like. She's got red hair, so I'm just gonna assume that she's related to Flint. Okay, we can trade Pokemon. Oh, items. I don't have any MP, but look at this. Linking cord? You can buy a link cable? Dude, what the heck? How are they going to explain Porygon being in this game? Did Porygon fall out of the sky too or something? I can't wait to do more exploring. Oh, this is cool. This is the sickest evolution screen. Oh, how the tables have turned. Now we live in the tall grass to avoid the wild Pokemon. What's this flower? Vivichoke? Hisuian Machoke? I got tackled too. These controls are going to take some getting used to. Like, I keep pressing X to open the menu, and all that's doing is shuffling through my Pokeballs and Pokemon. It's going to take me a while to get used to pressing up like that. Alright, how deep does this water go? Oh, we're swimming! Oh no, we're drowning! No! No! Grass is going crazy right now. Backstrike. Something sparkling off in the distance. Oh, it's one of those rocks. Thought it was a shiny Pokemon for a second. I was amazed at the range of levels of wild Pokemon that you could find in this first area, and ended up spending quite a bit of time grinding off of the level 20 Dustox at the Floaro Gardens. Alright, Oshawott evolving. Duwatt's gonna be normal looking, but I have no idea what Samurot's gonna look like. I've only seen a silhouette of it. I quickly learned how much the battle system changed, with no abilities and with lots of moves and status effects being changed. No sturdy ability to help you out now, Geodude. Water Pulse never misses now? Since Pokemon don't evolve automatically anymore, I had one mechanic that I really wanted to test out. Wait, I'm gonna mash B and see if you can still cancel it after you say that. Looks like you can't. I also learned a new word, one that I'm sure many of you also learned while playing this game. Did it just say unawares? I mean, that is a word, never mind. This area is huge. There's still so much for me to explore. Except for, I want to explore that area, okay. Then I started my first story mission with Mai, who is Marley's ancestor. And it was here that I learned that they could make an even older Legends Arceus if they wanted to. The legendary hero of old? So there's an even older legendary hero here? I wonder what Pokemon that is. I'm pretty sure that Dilly Whoop was actually something that started out as a fan-made meme, and it's really cool to see it work its way into a real game. Anyway, I also really like the concept of these alpha Pokemon in this game about the alpha Pokemon. The size difference is actually noticeable, unlike Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and the glowing red eyes just make them so much more daunting. I knocked out the big meme bug, and I decided I'd go for a little bike ride. So I'm riding this invention that probably doesn't exist yet in the Hisui region, unless one falls from the giant storm in the sky. And dude, this game is crazy so far. I have to keep reminding myself that I'm playing Pokemon. When I got back from my bike ride, I changed into something more comfortable, something with shorts. And I wanted to work my way towards getting this game's equivalent of a bike, but something would stop me in my tracks along the way. And it's not this trick shot. I wanted to show this trick shot off first real quick. That's some distance. Threw that down the cliff, dude. Is that a shiny Starly? Now amazingly, without really knowing what to do, I made a spur-of-the-moment decision to save the game right here. Dude, no way! Shiny Starly? Randomly? Oh my gosh. No! I had failed the Starly. But if this game worked anything like Sword and Shield or the Underground and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, saving would keep the Starly there. But in this moment, I didn't know. Did I really just fail a Starly that easily? This was the longest wait for a game to load. Would I start yet another Sinnoh adventure with another Starly fail? Or would I get the traditional shiny that I use in my first playthrough of a new game without even trying to hunt it? Here is the moment of truth. I didn't. Okay. I can just reset till I get it. I'm glad I had the foresight to save there. Dude, we already got the shiny for my playthrough. I didn't even have to hunt. It was just random, dude. No way. I did know a little bit about the shiny odds going into this game, though. Like how a shiny is the full odds 1 in 4096 if you're not yet at research level 10. I don't even have the research level 10 yet, so that was full odds. That was 1 in 4096. What the heck, dude? Dude, shiny Starly! You know what? This is a freaking comeback. This is the reclaim of the one that I failed in Brilliant Diamond. Dude. Wait, what? Does it sparkle when we send it out? It does! That's so cool! Man, I'll always remember this spot right here. This is where it happened. This is where the dream began. Act dizzy. Hold on, we could speed this up and make it like a Starly dance party. But the best action at the photo studio is for it to pretend to faint. It's just dead. Yeah, they call me a shiny hunter because I actually hunt them down. I then evolved my Starly into a Staravia and had a little bit more exploring to do. Orboro. Uh-oh. Orboro City. What's a Happity doing in the cave? Just a little freaking tiny baby? A lot of players were conditioned by years of HMs into thinking their Pokemon couldn't break these rocks. But you can just break them from the get-go. That was 45 experience points. Then, for the story, I wound up somewhere that I thought was familiar, but actually wasn't. Well, this is the Eterna Forest music. We're in Eterna Forest! Oh! Actually, we're not. This is not Eterna Forest, I'm pretty sure. That's Jubilife. Eterna Forest would be up here. We're just in a different forest. With this nice music playing, though. There's a guy who's related to Clay from Unova. Face the wrath of my Gumi! I think this is the first, like, post-Gen 4 Pokemon we've seen in the game. Crit, okay. So Crit still exists in this game, too. So every time I see something, I'm like, okay, that still exists. Because I'm not sure what's in this game, what's not. It's crazy. Then I received the Celestica Flute. which is a flute that allows us to summon our deer bike by playing the Diamond and Pearl title screen jingle. Oh, I like the little fall when you get off of it, that's neat. Then it was time to calm down the frenzied Lord of the Woods that got struck by lightning previously, Kleavor. And logically, the only way to calm down this angry Pokemon was by throwing food at it.
Let's throw peanuts at him and see how he likes it!
You may have seen the video already of me in the post-game taking on this fight very, very fast, but my first battle with it was a different story. It was pretty slow. Here's my experience fighting Kleavor for the first time. There it is, Kleavor. Thing's fast. The first real boss. This is cool. This Kleavor battle is the first of its kind in the Pokemon series, a real-time action sequence. I started out the battle being very, very reserved with my throws, because I didn't know any of its attack patterns. I managed to get off a pretty impressive dodge by sheer luck, too. Okay, big area of effect. Oh no, the tree! Okay, I'm still safe. I mainly tried to keep my distance during this fight to give me more time to react to its moves. And as a result, I never really had it do what the game really wanted you to do, which is have it slam into a wall so you can send out your Pokemon and battle it. That's a new one. Okay, Stone Edge. Cool. I almost did this fight on my first attempt totally damageless until the end, but I did get hit once. Really, I was just looking alive, constantly waiting for the opportunity to send out my Pokemon and battle it. But that opportunity never came. Oh wait, did I just calm it without even battling it once? I guess I never found the moment to, like, you know, send out my Pokemon. I thought I was waiting for that to happen. Okay, no battling done. I don't know why my Pokemon are gaining experience. That was just me. That was 100% just me. After the battle, the calm down bug gave us a bug gift. Insect plate. Looks like a bar of soap. Imbued with the essence of bugs. After beating Kleavor, it was time for my Eevee to evolve. I named it Wes after the main character in Pokemon Colosseum who has an Espeon and Umbreon because I plan to evolve it into one of those. But I had forgotten about a certain evolution method that was introduced in Gen 8. No, it's Sylveon! What? Not the Pokemon Colosseum theme I was going for, but Wes evolved into Sylveon because he knew a fairy-type move. You know, it's fine. Now at this point, I probably could have stayed in the Fieldlands for at least 10 more hours, just exploring and grinding various things, maybe doing some shiny hunting, but I knew I actually didn't have the time to stop and smell the flowers, or to sit back and relax, because I learned a lot about myself. Playing Zelda Breath of the Wild, which I got 5 years ago on release date, and I've spent so much time goofing off and exploring in that game that I still haven't finished the main story. So for a game like Arceus, where I'm so dead set on not getting spoiled in the story, I knew I had to keep pressing forward and moving on, and saving the exploration and goofing off for after I've experienced everything. So I met Arizu, who seems to be Mars' ancestor, and immediately heard about the first new Pokemon that I didn't previously know existed. Ursaluna? Is that a Pokemon? Is that a Pokemon or a person? I don't know! Ursaluna's Warden. That's a Pokemon! New Ursaring form? Salacion Ruins? Dude, the unknown. There's still ruins at this point. That's crazy. Then, it was time to go off to the Crimson Mirelands, which are based off of the area around Pastoria, Salacion, and Lake Valor. I knew how easy it would be for me to start drowning in exploration here, or just drowning in general because I kept falling off this bridge. I had a little team meeting and told them that we were going to get through the story. So I set out for the Salacion Ruins, where I met Warden Caliba, who reminds me most of Thornton from the Battle Factory, though she may not be an ancestor of anyone, because not every character has to be. And mysteriously, the merchant Volo had followed us here into the ruins, and wanted a battle. This guy's stalking us. He's chasing us like everywhere. I really like how his team echoes Cynthia's team, starting out with Togepi and Gibble. It was at this point that I realized that there really aren't any generic random trainer battles in this game. Everyone you battle is relatively important, because they kind of have to be someone who's strong enough to wield a Pokemon back in this era when Pokeballs were so new. Notably, the Sword and Shield DLC was set up in a similar format with no random trainer battles. Almost like it was a test run for this format of game. So I started to get a little suspicious about this merchant. Volo's whole presence is starting to kind of weird me out a bit. He's following you everywhere. He's constantly, knowing everything about what's going on. He's just this traveling merchant who happens to have not only just one, but multiple Pokemon with him. I have to keep my eyes on that dude, see what's up. And then I met some more trainers to battle. Candace? Saturn? And is that Bertha? That's a random crew right there, but I love it. Charm. Clover. Coin. I had a battle against Coin, who used Toxicroak, much like Saturn in the future Sinnoh, who seemed to also go down a similar path in life. But my biggest adversary in the Crimson Mirelands was neither human nor Pokemon. It was nature itself. No! I fell in again! Get me out, get me out. After drowning several times, I was finally deemed worthy to meet Ursaluna, so I could see it for the first time. Whoa, that's Ursaluna? I like the cloudy skies above the moon on its head. Kind of crazy looking, not what I was expecting. I don't even know what type that is. Is it poison? It's ground, apparently, because Aqua Jet's super effective. After defeating it in battle, I was able to summon it and have it sniff around, sort of like the item finder and sort of like Stoutland from the Alola games. And the first item I found on it happened to be an interesting key item, an old verse that told a story. Old verse 9? I set the bones of Pokemon adrift in... This is the thing that's in the Celestic Library. Finding these verses is completely optional, but it tells a pretty interesting story. But not as interesting as the story of me constantly drowning. I'm dumb. No! Why do I keep doing this? Oh, cliff shot! It didn't even catch. Then I found out that the next frenzied noble I needed to quell was Lilligant, which was introduced in Gen 5, which led me of course to believe that it got a new form. But on my way to this Lilligant, something would stop me in my tracks. And I got to really experience the first really new kind of magic in shiny hunting in this game. Why did I just hear shiny sparkles? I saved the game and went into a slight frenzy, trying to find the source of the shiny sparkles that I found. I'm so glad that they added an audio cue for when a shiny spawns in, to create this sort of moment, where you can hear a shiny before you see it. Unable to tell where it was coming from or what species of Pokemon it was. It added a whole new rush to shiny hunting, a hobby that I've had for almost a decade now, and it felt so new. Okay, I swear there's a shiny up there. Listen to that, there's gotta be a shiny up there. It was day 1, and I was less than 8 hours into the game, and without even trying to hunt, I had found my second random shiny. Shiny Kricketot! No way! Second shiny of my journey! Okay, it ran away. We're resetting the game because I saved. I had failed my second shiny too. And just like how my Starly was a reclaim, this Kricketot also had a little bit of sentimental value to me. Let's go! Shiny Kricketot! That one was also full odds. What the heck, dude? Now this shiny's special to me, because the first shiny that I ever found in a 4th gen game when I was a kid was this Kricketune. named Oh Yeah. See, July 5th, 2007. And I made a post about this thing on the Cerebi forums, describing it as Ponsum. Oh yeah. Alright. Look at that Ponsum Kricketot right there. Oh yeah. But we're about to evolve it. Then I went to fight Lilligant. Lilligant time? I wonder if it's going to be a normal Lilligant or a Hisuian Lilligant. This is exciting, dude. Second noble Pokemon. Okay, that looks different from a normal Lilligant. This battle's not very difficult, but they really want to make sure you know how to dodge roll with this battle, since all of Lilligant's attacks cover a huge area of effect. You have a lot of invincibility frames on your dodge roll, so you feel very cool every time you can avoid an attack like this. This is cool. All of Lilligant's attacks are very rhythmic and telegraphed, but I often found myself overcompensating for this by reacting a little bit too early. But once you get the hang of things, you'll never get hit again. Until she breaks out a different attack. Okay, that's a different attack. And during this fight, I got to do something that I didn't get to do during the Cleavor battle. Use my Pokémon. Oh, I didn't expect the fourth one. Okay, we actually didn't get that screen last time. This new Lilligant form is actually grass and fighting type, but that idea never really crossed my mind while I was fighting her because I was using a flying type Pokemon that was super effective anyway. If you manage to beat the Noble with your own Pokemon, it opens up an opportunity for you to throw bombs at it for more damage than you normally would do. And after just a little bit longer of dodging it, I took down my second Noble. Oh no, I dodged right into it! We got it. That was cool. I wonder if it's still pure grass type. Time to see what Hisuian Lilligant looks like. Okay. Then I found some curious portraits. Why does that dude look like Alder from Unova? That dude looks like, Maxie from Team Magma, but the original one from Ruby and Sapphire, who was in Team Rainbow Rocket. Then it was time for me to leave the Mirelands and experience a weird graphical glitch when getting my next mission briefing. What is going on? What was that? That had to have been a glitch. Let's go to the beach! Then it was time to go to the third area, the Cobalt Coastlands, based off of Veilstone and Sunnyshore.
Nine-tailed fox suddenly appeared.
If you believe it.
But listen to what happens when you walk into the grass. It gets all muffled. The ambient sound design is so cool. Oh, big moment incoming. I managed to not get spoiled on what this would look like. Wow, it's actually starting to look like midnight in Tokyo right now. It just got dark outside, and when I break out the camera, you know it's about to be a big moment. I'm about to see what Hisuian Samurott looks like for the first time. Now, I did get spoiled somehow on Decidueye. I saw what that looked like. I couldn't avoid it. It was in my YouTube recommended, but I managed to avoid seeing this. Dude, that looks crazy! Water Dark! Okay, that's sick. Ceaseless Edge? That's a cool animation. Kind of weird for something with the name Waterfall to do something agile. We clipped through the mountain there! With the edgiest Samurott of all time by my side, I felt unstoppable as I took on the coastlands. And in no time I got Basculegion that allowed me to ride on the ocean's waves. Dude, there has to be something down here. I mean, there's probably fall damage, but... I'm in the cliff, dude. And while I wasn't out glitching through cliffs, I was on the water finding new Pokemon. Oh, that's a new Quillfish. Doesn't really have the big spikes that Canalave Library was talking about, but that's definitely a new form. Barbecue Willfish. And here at the Coastlands, I experienced a space-time distortion for the first time. What could this mean? Does this mean like a weird Pokemon appears that doesn't normally appear? Is this like the mass outbreak or what? Dude, what's happening? There it is, okay. Is that a Vaporeon? Ooh, Magnemite and Mr. Mime! My entire team got destroyed in one of the battles here, and I decided to reset the game. And it was in that moment that I learned that saving in a space-time distortion makes it go away. I then sailed to Fire Spit Island. I assume I don't touch the lava. Oh, there's a Swagmar. Where it was time to take on the Misfortune Bandits again. I think Clover looked so mad here because her Abomasnow was at a very clear environmental disadvantage. And the Abomasnow of the olden days of Hisui didn't instantly summon a hailstorm anywhere they went. What a blithering mooncalf I am! And after defeating them, I got to see Hisui and Arcanine for the first time. Yo, that looks sick, actually! I love that. Who also just so happened to be our next noble battle. Out of all the nobles, Arcanine has the simplest attack patterns, but the strangest arena. On my first attempt, I wasn't sure if the lava would hurt me or not if I touched it, but it turns out there are invisible walls there that prevent you from going into the lava in the first place. On my first attempt, I actually lost to Arcanine, with this being my first death in this game. But my second attempt went much better. Once you reach the second phase of this fight, Arcanine makes it a little bit harder to navigate by putting some fire in the center, significantly shrinking the amount of space that you have to maneuver around. I can see how this fight would be difficult to do damageless, because once Arcanine starts charging up its big move from across the arena, it's extremely difficult to hit it 5 times in order to make it stop. But for just trying to win the fight, I did well enough, and didn't struggle much at all on my second try. We died at the end there, I'm pretty sure. Back to normal. Alright, I got my Pro Controller on charge now. And while that thing charges, we're gonna go to GameStop for the midnight release. First I have to summon my card. Alright, got my Celestica Flute. And whoa, my car actually appeared! It's been in the shop for so long now. I was really worried I wouldn't even be able to attend this midnight release tonight, but I don't have to worry about that anymore. We're on the way. And don't worry, I'm about to stop filming while driving. And we're here. Time to ask people which starters they're picking.
Probably gonna go Cyndaquil.
I'm probably gonna pick Cyndaquil as well.
Cyndaquil all the way.
I think Cyndaquil in the first playthrough, second playthrough Oshawott.
I don't know! Probably Rowlet though, and it's not because of the final form.
I'll probably go with Rowlet.
It was pretty clear that the Cyndaquil fan club was out in full force, and there were hardly any OSHA members there. And I think the Rowlet fans were off in their own city. Alright, it's 11 o'clock. It's midnight somewhere. Let's go home and continue my journey. Yo-ho-ho! Now we got the map of Hisui. Putting this physical cartridge in my Switch is going to make zero difference on my gameplay unless there's some sort of weird digital download load times issue. But I'm gonna do it anyway. And my Mountain Dew of choice for burning out these midnight hours will be a Dew SA, because I will be hyper-analyzing these games for any hint of a Unova remake that I can find. And clearly this game takes a lot of inspiration from American culture and therefore must contain plenty of things that confirm Unova remakes. Moments after making this joke, the game would actually throw a Unovan curveball at me. What the heck? Ingo and Emmett from the Battle Subway? I did that whole Unova Dew SA thing as a joke! But before I could go do the storyline of the coolest character in the game, I had to reach rank of 4th star. So I went back to the Fieldlands and finally took on some alphas that I didn't take on earlier. I have the high ground, Snorlax. Dude, this horse is stuck in the tree! It's freaking part horse, part tree! And now it's gone. I also found a Sneasel in a space-time distortion. And I didn't think much of it at the time, but it would be important later. During this time, I was chatting with my friend Dallas, the Supreme Arcanines, and we started talking about alpha Pokemon. Yeah, not all the alphas are necessarily the evolved ones, and that's super cool. I don't know if... Can they be shiny? I'm not sure. They can? I really want a shiny alpha now. I feel like that's my current, like, big shiny goal in this game, if I had, like, one goal. Oh, I just heard shiny sparkles. I think it's an alpha. Oh my gosh. Oh, it is a shiny Buizel! Alpha! Yeah, it's got the red eyes! No way! That is so cool! Yeah, shout out to Peanut.
You literally said that was your kind of background goal. Like, let's
yeah.
get an alpha shiny.
Let's get an alpha shiny, and here it is, a big boy Buizel. And we caught it. Easy as that.
Easy.
I didn't even fail it this time, like the other shinies I found. 3 in 1 day. At this point, I might really need to consider which shinies I'm going to actually use on my team. Now it's your turn.
I hope.
Its cry is lower pitched, too. Oh, it's taking a sit. What's this pool floaty looking thing? Oh, it's like a snail. Then I ranked up and was able to fully explore the story of Ingo. Hands down, the coolest character in this game. Dude, he's even named Ingo. Is this just the same Ingo from Black and White? Sneasler? What is that? And he really is Ingo from the Battle Subway from Black and White. And he shares a similar fate to you, having also gone back through space-time somehow, winding up in the Hisui region. But he's lost his memories. Very similar to another incredibly strong battle facility trainer who mysteriously showed up in another game. Now, the games don't typically do this, but I wonder if this is part of a huge overarching plot in Pokémon, with some sort of massive evil force like Team Rainbow Rocket stopping these incredibly powerful trainers and sending them to alternate universes. Either way, Ingo suffered a very cruel fate, being separated from his brother Emmett and all of his previous Pokémon. And it becomes increasingly evident that his presence in this region has nothing to do with the main reason why you're here, or the main plot of the game. I can only hope we maybe get further answers about Ingo someday, or perhaps resolution in some DLC. But just know, every second he was on screen, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. He did his signature pose! But my enthusiasm about talking about this character has gotten me a little bit ahead of where I should be. I still need to introduce this area. But first let's meet Sneasler. Sneasler is tall. I thought it was just the Hisuian evolution of normal Sneasel, which I previously found in the space-time distortion, but I wouldn't find a Hisuian Sneasel until the next day. So look forward to my reaction to that. The fourth area in the game is the Coronet Highlands, which is of course the area surrounding Mount Coronet. I barely explored this area at all while playing through the story because it's so guided as you follow Ingo everywhere. But I think they did this on purpose because this area is more important later on. After climbing to the summit on my Sneasler, I reached the Warden Melly, where I had a final battle with him and his very Mystery Dungeon-esque team. I still think most of the Wardens have action replays on since they're able to battle you with multiple Pokemon at once. But really what's happening is that they don't use Pokeballs, so all of their partner Pokemon are just kind of there. There are a few exceptions to this, like Ingo, who's a seasoned battler from the future, and Volo, who's a merchant who sells Pokeballs, and clearly that's the only reason he knows how to use them, right? But anyway, after defeating Melly, it was time to take on the noble Electrode. Got to see Electrode for the first time. Looks mad! Okay, that doesn't look too different from a normal Electrode. Yeah, avoid that. Oh, no! After clearing the first two Nobles first try, and clearing Arcanine second try, Electrode was a different story. Half because it was a kinda difficult fight, and half because it was 3 AM. Oh, I'm not throwing bombs, I'm throwing Cricketooms! That's why nothing was happening! I lost this fight 4 times. And on my 5th attempt, I finally decided to be patient. I decided to stop haphazardly throwing bombs, and instead waiting for an opportunity to attack with my Pokemon, because the homing Electro Ball that Electrode sends out is very, very difficult to avoid. Beat the Electrode. I had to be really patient with that one. I was getting so impatient. I had to just learn not to throw the things all the time. And just dodge its moves. Alright, it is 4 AM. I'd say that this is a pretty solid ending to a first day. Wasn't expecting to have 1 shiny, and now I have 3, so... Also, the story of the game has been really cool, the bosses have been really cool, and I legitimately went unspoiled for most of it so far, and it's so cool. Gonna go back at it in the morning once I have enough energy. I don't have work tomorrow. Compared to the pacing of the Shining Pearl movie that I just did, the pacing of this playthrough's been absolutely insane. I've already quelled 4 Nobles in 1 day. I might actually finish the main story tomorrow, but I'm not entirely sure because I don't know how long the main story is. Even though I can choose the time of day in game without having to worry about what time of day it is in real life, I don't have that same luxury. I unfortunately have to sleep. Good night, Hisui region. It's a new day, and I'm in a little bit of a predicament. I'm looking at this hint from the Canalave library right now, talking about Mantike, Weasel, and a Quillfish with huge spikes. But my Quillfish's spikes are painfully average, to say the least. And looking at the tasks in the dex tells me that this thing evolves. But my Quillfish is level 48, and has shown no signs of evolving yet, and I don't know how to evolve it. And I don't want to look up how to evolve it, because I think the instant that I do that, I would see what its evolved form looks like. So I'm gonna have to do some Quillfish experiments today, to try and figure out how to evolve this thing. All my efforts to evolve this Quillfish, though, would soon be in vain. And here's why. Shiny! Shiny Quillfish! Oh my gosh, dude! I don't even know how to evolve mine yet! Dude, that looks sick! It's like light purple! I'm sorry to my current Quillfish, I'm replacing it with this one. Dude, that is so cool! Caught it. Alright, we're making a big swap right here. We also need these in our party. Alright, we got Mantike, Weasel, and a Quillfish. Not sure if it has huge spikes, but it's got huge sparkles. Dude, that is so unbelievably cool. When I evolve this thing, I'm going to see this Pokemon for the very first time as a shiny. I just know that Barb Barrage and Strong Style seem to be a hint at something here. And going off my intuition from what the Pokédex said actually did the trick. Oh, Quillfish can evolve! I just used Strong Style Barb Barrage a lot, and I guess that was the requirement. Let's see what this looks like. I have no idea. I'm about to see a new Quillfish evolution. I bet it's gonna have huge spikes. Whoa, those are huge spikes. Overquill? That is overkill right there. That is insane. That is the spikiest 3D model I've ever seen. Look at this thing. It's so goofy looking. I love it. Oh, it heard me calling it goofy. Alright. Let's see if we can do this event. Little did I know, I was too early to actually get the Manaphy event done, because you have to accept a request in order to start it first. But I wouldn't go home empty-handed on my first attempt to try and summon the Prince of the Sea. Shiny Drifblim? Out on the ocean? Bro! Shiny number 5! I was just trying to do the Manaphy quest! I hadn't yet unlocked this Manaphy request, so I kept playing through the story, and I learned about the final noble. Avalugg? Is there a new Avalugg form? Oh, sick, dude! My star rank wasn't high enough though because of how fast I had been playing through the game, so I had to go get some more stars. It was then that I discovered that there was a different Sneasel from the one that I found in the Distortion. Whoa. That's different from the Sneasel that I caught in the Space-Time Distortion yesterday. I almost thought that was shiny for a second. Why have I not seen this yet? And speaking of seeing things... Unknown Sea. I see you. 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 A little high. There we go. Then I reached star rank 5 and was free to move on to Avalugg's area, the Alabaster Icelands, based off of Snow Point City and the surrounding snowy areas. Oh, that looks like Wolfric from Kalos! Cheryl! That is Cheryl! At the Pearl Clan settlement, I finally realized why the Diamond and Pearl Clan dispute sounded so stupid. But this guy looks like Archie! It was like arguing over whether the Earth should be all land or all water. As probably some form of revenge for keeping her great-great-granddaughter in the Eterna Forest for over a week, Sabi had us chase her through the Snow Point Temple. When she had us fight a team like this, I was certain that she wanted revenge. Pretty pwnsome. Alright, Avalugg time. Time to see what this form looks like. I wonder if it really is just a regular Avalugg. I don't think it is, though. I doubt it. It's gotta be slightly different looking. What a cool Pokemon for them to pick. They chose some interesting choices to get new alternate forms in this game. That's massive. Okay, that's definitely not the Avalugg that I know. Crazy. It was time for the 5th Noble Battle. Oh no! I dodged right into it. Oh! No! That was so hard to avoid. The Avalugg fight took me 4 tries. It was pretty different from the rest of the Noble Battles because it was just one gigantic monster that stayed in one place. But for being such a large target, it's sometimes surprisingly tricky to actually hit, as a lot of your throws will fall a little bit short. Most of its attack patterns weren't too bad, but they took some getting used to. Below half health, some of the attacks, like the missiles, can get kind of ridiculous though. How do you miss? How can you be that big and miss up? Okay. That makes sense. Fair enough. There we go. Avalugg is down. We'll see what color this thing is. I wonder what, like... Looks like it has different accents on it. Is it gonna be like gray or brown alongside the blue? Oh, crazy looking. It's very rocky now. Well, the sun is beginning to set, and I've successfully quelled the anger of the 5 noble Pokemon. So, to celebrate defeating these 5 guys, I'll celebrate by eating some 5 Guys, which is a place that will quell the anger of my noble stomach. Dude, is this a new Hisuian form? Zubat? After eating my Berg, I unlocked the Sea's Legend. Here's the Sea's Legend. Okay! Okay, here's the task. That's why I couldn't get it to appear earlier. Then I did exactly as the book in the Canalave Library in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl said. Taking a Mantike, Buizel, and Overquill to the Ocean's Gate at sunset. Let's see if we get another Drifblim along the way. There's a noise. Then I arrived at the Seaside Hollow to meet the Prince of the Sea. Manaphy! Such a cool detail that they hinted at there. I'm pretty sure this is the first time Fione's ever been catchable. And while I was attempting this fight, I experienced what happens if you lose all of your party Pokemon at the same time. And it wasn't what I was expecting. Nothing happens. You can walk around with a party of fainted Pokemon. So, when all your Pokemon faint, you don't white out. Bro, what is Manaphy doing? What is Manaphy doing right now? Convione, let's go. At this point, I had mostly been attempting to capture the Pokemon by just battling them, because that was really all I ever knew. But I didn't really ever consider the alternatives. And it was only during this fight that I started using other items to catch Pokemon outside of it. This introduces a pretty interesting way to tackle most of these legendary battles. Either battling it and weakening it, or avoiding its attacks and tactfully using items to capture it. It was really cool. The snowball strat! I just started pelting it with snowballs! Caught Manaphy now. Ooh, shiny nearby. 6 shiny, what's it gonna be? Oh, it's a shiny Machoke! Susan! Susan 2.0! That'll be my first Machoke for the Dex, too. That's Stroll. Walk into the donut shop to get some donuts. Right in the back. Shiny Machoke. Easy as that. Pretty good 5 findings right there. Little did I know, this Machoke would be the last peaceful thing that would happen. Bakoom! That's the opposite of a kaboom. It was very fitting that my trainer had Absol in his name at this point in the game, because much like the disaster Pokemon, he was mistaken as a bringer of doom. And after all I had done for the village, I still got exiled from there. Oh, this is sad. We have to walk past everyone like this. The merchants got nothing to say. Oh, they're just looking at us with sad faces. Even Photo Man? Dude, this is crazy! This is like being exiled in Mystery Dungeon. Except you're a person this time, and not a person in a Pokemon's body. I guess this is me and my team as we go through this exile together. But I just had these two along because I wanted to evolve them. I don't know when I'll be able to swap out for my pastures again. But these 4 right here, these are some tried and true homies. And there's a random wild Stantler. Who is this? Oh, that is Cynthia right there. The 3 lakes. The red chain! Dude! The red chain really is such a mystery here. In the original games, Cyrus got the red chain to recreate the world. I can't help but wonder if getting the red chain right now is actually the correct answer for saving everything. Almost feels like we're being tricked into doing this. Then I had to actually choose between the Diamond Clan or the Pearl Clan. And because Irida wears shorts in even the coldest weather, like I choose to do, I had to choose the Pearl Clan. From this point, you can actually choose to goof off and permanently keep the sky this strange color, and not have to worry about weather effects and stuff like that. But I chose to keep going. Oh, Goodra! Mesprit. At each of the lakes, you talk with the lake spirits, and each of them has a trial for you. Mesprit's trial is an interview. I'm honestly not sure if there are wrong answers for this, because I managed to get everything right first try, I think. Upon completing the trials, they give you a piece of their spirit to form the red chain, which seems a lot gentler than what Team Galactic did in the future Sinnoh, where they just stole them away and extracted it from them with science. This is the most Zelda-looking item received I've ever seen. Then I went to Lake Acuity for Uxie's trial, which involved knowledge. More specifically, Pokemon Eye knowledge. 6 eyes on Combi, no eyes on Zubat, 1 eye unknown, that's 7. Now I just gotta go to Lake Valor. Then for a Zelf's trial, we have to hit it with a balm. This is a test of willpower, where it continuously tells us to give up, and the only way to win is to not give up. And then finally, the red chain could be completed. The red chain. The squad and I, we're gonna save the world. Oh shoot! We get to battle against him. Dude, he looks totally different! So I battled against the Potato Mochi Peddler. who also was a ninja, Benny. And it turns out he wasn't Torterra's ancestor like I had initially thought. When I first saw him transform here, I thought he was related to Aaron from the Sinnoh Elite Four. But looking at his team and his hairstyle, it makes so much more sense for him to be related to Wally from Hoenn, since he uses both Gardevoir and Gallade. Look at that mustache, majestically flapping in the wind. Oh, he's using items now. This is a real gym leader Elite Four battle now. I thought my team was like underleveled, but it's fine. After defeating Kamado, the rest of the main battles left in the game got a little bit more legendary. And we'd also finally be able to purchase things from Volo and be his favorite customer as he kept calling us for the entire game. Oh, we can buy Ultra Balls. Hey, we are a customer now! I'm his favorite customer. Alright, let's look at everything in this temple here. We have Weirdeer and Cleavor, Ursaluna and Lilligant. Oh, it teaches the individual nobles. All has to do with the ancient hero. I wonder who exactly this ancient hero is. Palkia. The red chain. Dude, it's the climax of the Spear Pillar all over again. It was time to fight the legendary Palkia and capture it. But just to see what would happen, I knocked it out the first time. And I got scolded for it. You still get experience for this, so this can make for a very funny level 100 gauntlet someday. But things aren't over when you capture it, because another legendary's on the way. Is Dialga on the way now? Or Giratina? Oh, it's Dialga. I'm pretty sure this is the only difference between picking the Diamond and Pearl clan, which I think is nice because it allows you to get both legendaries in a single playthrough, without having to worry about trading. But the second legendary you fight isn't quite normal. Up close and personal with that thing. Gogyu Guba. Bagua. You have to create a special Pokeball from the fragments of the red chain in order to capture it. And the Pokemon takes on its origin form that we have previously never seen before. Whoa. What is that? That looks like the statue in Eterna City, kinda. What am I even looking at, dude? Time Bomb? Oh my gosh, dude. We got one of these battles. And then began the most unconventional champion battle in Pokemon. If you could even call it that. I don't think you can. The The only reason I lost the Origin Dialga battle on my first attempt is that I was jamming too hard to the music. This music theme is crazy. Got it. Didn't even use my Pokemon that battle. Just like Cleavor. And with that, we had our first 3-shake capture in the entire game. And the world was saved. But there were still lots of questions. Oh look, the entire place is destroyed. It's the Spear Pillar now. There still remains the Hall of Origin though. Arceus, the namesake. I don't think the story's over yet. I just caught Dialga, but I just refuse to believe the story's over yet. This celebration seems too early. There's definitely more to this. Credits? What? Okay, there has to be more, right? I don't think this is the end of the story. What about going back home? What about Ingo? What about Kojita and Volo? What about all these characters? What happens next? There's more to this. I just know there is. Oh, this is some great artwork right here. The phone is beeping, of course. Seek out all Pokemon. Alright, I'm going for a late night walk now, really watching out for any Drifloons popping up out of the ground and hitting me with a hypnosis. Gotta stay vigilant of that. Those credits appearing there was maybe one of the biggest plot twists they could have pulled. I can't end the movie here, I just can't. Because the game's called Legends Arceus, and we haven't met Arceus yet. I mean, we did within the first 5 minutes of the game, but that doesn't count. I also want to see if there's an actual answer to who or what caused the rift in the first place, because obviously it wasn't us. Surely something had to have done that, right? I guess we also haven't really fulfilled our mission yet either. I mean, the first message that Arceus sent us at the beginning of the game on our Arc phone, seek all Pokemon. I guess to really wrap this up, we need to seek all Pokemon. So after my midnight walk, I sought out all Pokemon. And I was relieved to know that most of my concerns were addressed instantly. There we go! Here's the story right here. Following Volo's instructions, we needed to collect all of Arceus' plates. I found an incredibly rare plate. The styrofoam plate. Who knows what power this will give Arceus. Another new plate discovered! The license plate! And collecting some plates was pretty legendary. Heatran, Guagobo, Guabobobo. These legendary battles were pretty fun, and I liked how they weren't necessarily 100% solved by battling the legendary. Like with Heatran, how you had to throw the mud balls at it in order to get its guard down. I'm pretty sure you can catch them without even battling them at all, but for old time's sake, I had to do it. Heavy Ball Heatran, okay. Certainly the only time I've used mud balls this entire playthrough. Alright, fixing to go to bed again. Let's do some more post-game tomorrow. It's a brand new day. Let's continue to seek all Pokemon, including legendary Pokemon, and all the plates. I don't have the word plates on my shirt, unfortunately. Zut, zut. Oh, it's got slow start. Nice. First ball. Okay. Very nice. Blank plate. That's new. Wow, that was an easy capture. Go have some whole grains. Okay, it does not want whole grain. About salt. Okay, does not care about either of those very clearly. Oh, we caught you lacking. First ball. Oh, dude, catch that pesky flying croissant. I'm glad someone finally said it. Oh, whoa, the controls are inverted here. First ball! Dread plate. Mess for it. First ball? First ball. Calling it. See? Called it. Draco plate. Okay. He's laughing. That's freaky. It played a little bass. With the plates gathered, it was time to go back to the spear pillar to talk one more time with Volo. Here we got the biggest shocker of a story reveal in the entire game. Volo, the mysterious merchant who resembles Cynthia, is perhaps more like Cyrus. Okay. Volo is evil. We had been playing into Volo's hands this whole time, and my suspicions from day one actually became valid. He made the rift, and soon would begin what would occupy the rest of my day. He's got the last one. Oh, the disguise comes off. Volo revealed his true self. The Primal Dialga fight felt weird because it wasn't really a final battle where you use your Pokemon team. He's got like the Arceus hairstyle. Volo, on the other hand, feels like the real champion battle, and the stakes of the whole world are on the line. Pokemon Wielder Volo. What a title. He's got to have Cynthia's full team. Oh, this is crazy. My poor underleveled team was not strong enough to take him out. But, on a really lucky attempt after an hour of trying, I finally beat him once. We did it! We beat Volo. But I was not prepared for what would happen next. Dude, this is crazy! Dude, I only have one Pokemon! After years of forgiving Pokemon battles where they heal you between battles, you have to attempt the Giratina fight with no heal after taking on the brutal Volo fight. Dude, we have to beat him again? Oh gosh, dude, I gotta get stronger. This was one of the hardest battles I've ever taken on in a Pokemon game that was required as part of the post-game, so I had to do some level grinding for it. And I sought out some Pokemon in the process. Caught a Braviary in the sky. Nice. Arcanine. Egg? I don't think that was right. Oh, Darkrai. Hello. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Ah! Caught it. Dude, massive Pichu! Oh, shiny Gastrodon. Nice. First mass outbreak shiny. And I caught it. The Gastrodon team quest continues. Let's see Palkia's new form. I haven't seen it yet. It's a horse! It's a freaking centaur! What the heck? What a creature! And while I've been preparing for this Giratina battle, a very special package has arrived from the Time Rift. I'm sure Volo himself sent it. Cause this looks kinda nasty. Flamin' hot Mountain Dew. I can't imagine this tasting good in any universe. Okay, it doesn't taste like cinnamony at all, which is a good sign. I was really afraid it was going to be another cinnamon flavored beverage, and I hate those. This tastes like almost like a ginger ale kind of Mountain Dew. I think this is a distraction sent by Volo to prevent me from actually defeating him in Giratina, because this is so strange. I can't figure out what it is. And after training all day and drinking a very cursed beverage, I finally took down Giratina. Or so I thought. Alright, if this play rough hits... You know what? Actually, let's Fairy Wind. It's super effective. We get to act twice. Alright. It all comes down to this. We did it! Oh my gosh, that took me all day! Of course it's not over. Why would I think it's over? Dude, this song though! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, dude! Pokemon Platinum! Dude! Oh my gosh! There's no way, dude! Volo's battle style is nothing short of Pokemon mastery, strategic switch-outs, and near-perfect utilization of agile and strong moves to maintain the perfect priority. We've seen some trainers in past games do some form of switching out every now and then, but not as often as Volo does, and switching out in this game is busted. You could say that he's practically cheating, but it makes so much sense for this fight. Volo is a mastermind who's been planning this for who knows how long, and after opening up the rift, Arceus specifically sent you to go and take him down. This is a final showdown among final showdowns, and they did every part of it right. And if you have no plans to ever take on this battle and you're playing this game, you are sorely missing out. Because this and the battle after it are two of the best battles Pokemon has ever done. Alright, we got through Volo with both Samurott and Sylveon. Will this be enough for both Giratinas? Of course, after defeating Volo, you fight Altered Form Giratina, whose Shadow Force attack is pretty difficult to deal with. In the original games, it wasn't one of the best moves. It was a 2-turn attack like Dig or Fly. But this time around, it means business. It's a single-turn attack that also obscures the Giratina, lowering your accuracy. Alright, phase 3 of the fight again. Then it was time to fight Origin Form Giratina, the original Origin Form. At this point, it was already pretty late into the night. I had actually spent all day grinding this fight because I was stubborn with my current team. Oh! Oh! How did you avoid that? How did you avoid that? It's a miracle! Okay, time for phase 4 of the fight. I just know there's gotta be one at this point. Yeah, I finally beat Giratina. Oh my gosh. It's 10 PM right now. I need to turn on a freaking light. Otherwise, I'll get sucked into Giratina's distortion world. Oh my gosh. That was intense. That was hardcore. Oh, the flute is changing. The Azure Flute! Yes! There it is! After all these freaking years, dude. We've gone full circle. Seek out all the Pokemon there are to meet. Then play your flute upon the die at the Temple of Sinnoh. What if we get just a freaking text message saying, seek out all Pokemon? Arceus is like, nah, How did I call that so well? Stills no one knows who made it. I mean, we have it now, but I guess and still no one knows who really caused that to be there. Then it was time to take the troublemaker Giratina home. First ball, Frank. Now I think I'm gonna just wind down catching some more stuff for the decks. And just exploring around and doing stuff. Things are gonna be a lot more aimless now. It's gonna be chill. Gotta collect more of these wisps too. Catching this Toxicroak. Seeking out more Pokemon. You know, the usual. If you don't have a Pokemon yet, and you instantly flip to the next page, there's like a frame where you see it fully colored in. Just a nice and rustic scene right here. Good farm life. Totally normal. Ooh, shiny nearby. Is that a shiny Magikarp? It freaking is. Oh, are you kidding me? Shiny Zubat! Just minutes after Magikarp! 2 shinies in 1 expedition, baby. Pretty eventful survey right there. At the beginning of day 4, there was a weird space-time distortion in real life. And I went for a bike ride.
Dude, why am I riding my bike this morning? Why am I out here right now? Why am I not seeking all Pokemon? This is ridiculous. Why am I over this river right now? I'm still not sure how I want to abbreviate this game yet. So I've seen a lot of people use PLA, and that just seems wrong. Because we don't account for the word Pokemon in these title abbreviations. Like, when you talk about Fire Red Leaf Green, that's Furlg. It's not Pufferpolk, it's Furlg. LA is too ambiguous though, because that can mean Los Angeles or Louisiana. You could use L:A, but if you look at the logo, there's no colon in the title. Maybe Pokemon Leg? It'll work until there's another Legends game.
I'm back home, got my blast. Let's seek all Pokemon. Then I tried to catch them all. Oshawott! In the wild! Not very helpful for my Pokédex, but cool to see that they can spawn in. I finally fully explored some areas, and waited for space-time distortions to spawn. Dartrix! You know what? I don't have Magmar yet. I might as well. Oh. Okay. Shieldon! 22 Pokemon. Big expedition. Huge expedition, honestly. Oh, hello, Kojita. Have I really not been here since I did that whole story? What? Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus? Those aren't Sinnoh Pokemon! That guy is like, what? These are Unova. What? Dude, this is insane! What? There's a little shaman. First ball, Frank. Yes, got all the whips in the field lands. I had no idea where to encounter Tornadus, Thundurus, or Landorus. I just kind of stumbled upon them. What? Okay. I first have to tend to this thing. Battling these guys is tough. Their attacks are super strong, very hard to avoid, and you have to get multiple hits on them in order to even get a chance at capturing them. Now I can battle it. Okay. It's all about stealth. Catch his first ball. How dare you, honestly, Landorus. I had a legacy going here. Okay, second ball. Second ball, Steve. Shout out to Sonics. I was also seeking out all the unknown and all the wisps. I think that's the final one. Woo! All the unknown. There it is. That took forever. It was really cool to see all the decisions made so you didn't have to trade it all or get a different version of the game to get everything. You could even get all 3 starters on one save file. Oh, what? Okay, we also get Cyndaquil for free here. And Rowlet. Don't have to worry about the time and space distortions for him. Cranidos! Let's go! The Ultra Ball that went across time and space. Yeah, it was really nothing to write home about. It appears you've collected all the wisps. Oh, there's Spiritomb. Oh, shoot. When taking on Tornadus, I figured out that by saving in front of it and soft resetting, I could get 1 free throw-in on it, which made all the difference in this fight out in the open. I don't know why I didn't think to use Wing Balls, but I managed to make it work without them. There we go. Got it unaware, too. Alright, first ball, Frank. Hey! He's back at it again! Then it was time for Thundurus, in the middle of the ocean. Oh, there it is. We have located it. For Thundurus, I started actually using the long-distance Pokeballs, and it worked out pretty well. I've heard a lot of people say that this is the hardest one, but I thought differently. This might actually be the easiest out of the 3. Because of the distance. No! Okay. We have to be first ball Frank here. And we are. Caught all 3 of them. Very nice. Maybe I found Thundurus the easiest because I had some practice, though. Alright, now let's see what these have to do with Sinnoh, or if they're just teasing some Unova remakes. There's one more? What? What? Enamorus, the Herald of Spring. Can't see nothing. I can see that! Now to see what type this thing is. Alright, probably Fairy. Dude, what is this Krogunk doing? Look at this thing. This is the Krogunk's queen. Alright, first ball Frank, at it again. Alright, second ball Steve. Alright, there we go. I don't remember if that was second or third ball. Oh, but the real boss battle's not over yet. Krogunkus. You're coming with me too, buddy. Caught 2 legendaries today. I gotta see its new Therian form. What the heck is that snub nose thing? Oh, it's like a turtle! I think. Squad's all here. Yeah, Tornadus, you know where you're going. The pastures. Pasture Lady is just frozen stiff, terrified of all these things that she's seeing right here. Things that she knows she'll have to keep in her pastures. Then only a few Pokemon remained to be caught for the Pokédex. A few of which I had to look up how to evolve. At the end of it all, the last two remaining Pokemon for me to capture for my dex were Munchlax and Espeon, and I happened to find Munchlax as an alpha. I found that feeding Eevee experience candy was a very easy way to increase its friendship, alongside hitting rocks and trees. Now, if I did this right, this should be Espeon, which is the final Pokemon I need to complete the dex, which is really ironic, because it was going to be one of the first Pokemon I was going to obtain until West the Eevee evolved into Sylveon instead. So there's Espeon. And now look, 241 seen, 241 caught. Completed Pokedex, at last. It's 2 a.m. I have work in the morning, but we did it. We sought all Pokemon. Now let's go catch Arceus. 52 hours, 55 minutes. I have gamed this weekend, that's for sure. And I've seen a lot of people think that they have to complete the Pokédex all the way up to Research Level 10 for all Pokemon to meet Arceus, but all you really have to do is capture them. It does set you up for getting the Shiny Charm, but I didn't personally have interest in getting that. So I just simply caught them all. Let's play the Azure Flute. We're just gonna get another text message. That's what I'm anticipating. The glowing stairway to the Hall of Origin. Yo, this looks crazy. Aurora Borealis? At this time of year? Localized entirely within this Hall of Origin? With the exact same kind of bizarre, otherworldly soundtrack that the original Arceus battle theme carried. The final Arceus battle was intense. Definitely the hardest of its kind in this entire game, where it really tested your skills in every department. What you're seeing right now is of course not my first attempt at this battle, but my final attempt, after an hour of grinding it out and learning every attack pattern. I actually opted not to use my Pokemon in battle here, because in previous attempts when I used them, I lost my rhythm, and ended up getting hit by Arceus' moves afterwards. There really isn't all that much extra story or lore to be gotten from this extra Arceus battle, but I think it's a fantastic final showdown, and a really cool dex completion reward. Also, to finally be able to play the Azure Flute at the Spear Pillar and go up to the Hall of Origin, that the developers decided to keep in because it wouldn't be confusing to the players, it was cathartic in a way, with 15 years and an entire game's worth of build-up to this. But you know what wasn't worth the build-up? Trying to complete this damage list. I grinded that out a couple days later, and all I got from doing that was a Grit Rock. A Grit Rock for defeating Arceus? Either way, I'm going to be doing this fight a lot more as a level 100 gauntlet someday. So look forward to that. We did it. Pokemon list 2 at the end. What are they getting experience for? I did all the work there. I did seek them all out. Unflagging devotion to a goal shalt see it through. So hast thou proven by thine actions. A part of... Okay, we get, like, a mere representation of Arceus. Oh, a legend plate. Never mind. It gains every type there is? What? How does that work? Alright, there's the big dude just chilling. Dude, we were speaking to this thing earlier? And all it talks in are little grunts now. It was speaking like Old English to us, and now this is what it sounds like. Okay, what the heck is a legend plate? It doesn't look any different. Hold on, let's just try using the move Judgment. Oh, okay. That's what the power of every type meant. You have a super effective move no matter what. That is so busted. That is so busted. I'm sorry, Luxio. I didn't mean to do it like that. And with that, I can close out this fragment that I bestow to you of my journey through Legends Arceus. One of the best Pokemon games ever made. I'm so glad he was finally set free, and I can only hope we get more Legends games in the future. But wherever my Pokemon journey goes next, I look forward to it no matter what. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.